What's up, you guys? My name is Deidre Ewing, and I am a Double Diamond Edwards Global Distributor. And this is what I wanted to share with my team on Friday night. We were supposed to have a training and a turn up, but the weather would not let us be great. So I decided to shoot a YouTube video going over the training that I was supposed to share with them. So if you're on my team and you're a fire starter, then you're definitely going to want to grab a pen and paper. The document that I'm talking from will be on our team page. So you'll be able to not only print that out and make notes, but you'll also be able to share that with your team as well and give them this as a reference. So just a little quick story about why I'm doing this and where I got some of this information from. So over the weekend, I went to an amazing training. It was very sort of like boot camp. It was about 10 hours long. And since then, I've literally felt like my business has completely changed. My mentality has completely changed. So, in essence, it completely changed my life in regards to looking at money and looking at people and looking at teammates and understanding network marketing and business in and of itself. I feel like I learned more at that training than I have ever learned reading a book or attending a conference. So here's what I want to share with you guys. So the first tip is going to have 3 bullet points next to it. I'm chewing on a cough drop. I'm pregnant right now and I cannot take medicine. So if I just so happen to cough in between, or if you see me sucking on this thing, then don't worry about it. But here goes. The first bullet point that I want you guys to take away from this is to stop doing minimum wage activities. And I know you're probably wondering what I mean by that. And there's different levels to this, okay? So in reference to the network marketing company that we're all affiliated with, It Works Global, I wanted to make it and turn that nugget into how we work our businesses. So considering that most of us work our businesses on social media, I want to show you some ways that you are working your business like a person who's earning minimum wage. And considering that we're not minimum wage people, we know that our glass ceiling is about $100,000 each month. If you turn Black Diamond, then you might as well start transforming your mind into thinking, hey, I'm making the income that I want to be making. And I know that that's not at minimum wage. So here's some things that I want you guys to stop doing. And that is pointless posting on Facebook. Okay. So why did I put that under that category? It's because a lot of people who are not building a business on the side, a lot of people, they're just going to work from 9 to 5. They're not necessarily using the energy that God gave them to increase their wages, their income, their dreams, those sorts of things. Earlier this week, I actually posted how people will work harder to keep what they have compared to working hard to expand what they have. Okay. So if you believe that that's true, then I want you to write that in the comments. Okay. Just say, yes, I totally agree with that. All right. So people will work way harder to keep what they have. They'll do blood, sweat, and tears and work 40, 50, 60 hours a week just to make sure that their bills are paid, compared to working 10 extra hours on themselves, whether that's physically hitting the gym or working a side business to increase their income or whatever. Just most people, they spend way more time trying to keep what they have compared to building something that they can have on top of that. So no more pointless scrolling on Facebook, because it's going to suck up a lot of your time. Okay. Instead of doing that, I want you to run your business on autopilot. Okay. That's exactly how I'm about to start marketing myself. We should always be constantly changing. If you're not changing, then that means that you're not growing. So I want you to work your business on autopilot, and you can tell people, hey, my business partner taught me how to do that. All right. There's a couple of different options that you can use. There's some free ones and there's some ones that you can pay for that will help you maximize your time. What I found is that a lot of people spend a lot of time on Facebook. And what I want you to start doing is pre-generating your posts. Okay. They should all be thoughtful. You should take about an hour or two beginning of the week and post and get all of your posts together for the whole week. Or you can sit down and do more than that. But no matter what, your post should be thoughtful. If you're in network marketing, my 3 categories are inspiration, posting about my business, posting about a product, and then posting something about my family lifestyle. People want to know who you are. People want to know your thoughts. People want to know if they can partner with you. I keep looking over here because my notes are here. But those 3 to 4 categories, I want to make sure that I'm posting at least 3 times a day. And I'm giving people a genre of different things. So no matter what, every single day I'm posting about one of those, 3 of those 4 things. And those 4 things again are inspiration, family, lifestyle, whatever, whoever it is that you are. Sometimes you'll see me posting some funny stuff because I love laughing. Sometimes you'll see me posting stuff about my big boy because I love him so much. Sometimes you'll see me posting about me and my husband because I love him so much. Sometimes you'll see me posting stuff about God because I love him so much. Just so on and so forth. It's just letting people know who you are and giving them a window to understand who you are so that they can make a decision if they want to partner with you in the future or not. The third thing, again, is a posting about a product or posting about your business. Those are the 4 things, okay? So stop doing minimum wage activities by pointless posting on Facebook and literally setting your business up on autopilot. And what happens is once you have a generated business already flowing on Facebook, then you can always log on and check to see where your leads are, because that's exactly what I'm going to talk about later. Okay. Facebook and Instagram and your business page and whatever other page that you're using, it's all about generating leads. So that way you don't have to spend a whole bunch of time there. You can always just go back and add those people and put them in the right category that you need. All right. The second thing under stop doing minimum wage activities is to stop scrolling down the rabbit hole compared to scrolling with intention. Now, minimum wage people, and when I say minimum wage, I'm not talking down on anybody. I'm just talking about people who aren't increasing their lifestyle. Okay. So instead of scrolling down the rabbit hole, just like everybody else, you want to be scrolling with intention. We're looking for people who we want to partner with, and we're looking to build relationships with people. So compared to just scrolling and reading and making comments on people's stuff, you want to be looking for people who fit into your description of a good business partner. Some of the stuff of what I'm looking for are people who are complaining because I have an answer or a solution for everything that they could be complaining about. I look for people who are advertising, because people who are snapping pictures and checking in places, that's exactly what we do as a business. So those are the people who I'm looking for. I'm also looking for people who are posting inspirational stuff because that are parallel to my beliefs, because those are people, again, who I feel like I can work with. I've told my team this over and over. Although our company is set up for products, it's also set up for a business opportunity, an income opportunity. So you want to be looking for people that not only need extra money, but you want to be looking for people who deserve extra money. And that's those people who are automatically just pouring out to people, encouraging people, making people laugh, even though you may not know their income situation, but those are the people who deserve it because we get paid for doing those things. Okay. So the point of that is to stop doing minimum wage activities. The next point that I want to make with you is all about marketing. But before I go into marketing 101, I want to drop a nugget on you that our mentor gave to us. And it says that people are looking for a reason not to partner with you. So don't give them one, especially when it comes to social media. You don't want to be the person who's complaining, because I wouldn't want to partner with you. You don't want to be the person who is putting all of their business out. You don't want to be the person who's posting ratchet stuff. And when I say ratchet stuff, I mean videos of people fighting, videos of people twerking, like stuff like that. Like, let's just be real. I wouldn't want to partner with you. Like, there's literally people, even on my team, who I've unfollowed because I don't want to see their posts. And they don't fit into the description of people that I want to work with. Hopefully they will eventually grow so that I can start following them again. But people are looking for a reason not to partner with you, so don't give them one, okay? And your social media page is a huge part of your marketing. But let's go ahead and jump into marketing 101. The first bullet that I want you guys to write down is how much time you're actually spending on marketing. How much time are you spending on marketing? According to Phil Grove, he said that 85% of successful businesses are spending 85% on marketing. Okay? So unless you have a personal assistant that's posting for you, or unless you have billboards everywhere, 9 times out of 10, your social media is your marketing outlet. So you should be spending about 85% of your time there. Okay. Now, I just told you guys like how to break that up, but it's like for us, it would be 85% of your posting should be around those 4 things. Okay. So, 85% of your income, 85% of your business is all in marketing. So if your business is not booming the way that you want it to be booming, then maybe you should go and check out your marketing. So I have a quick test for everybody, and that's to go through your last 10 posts, 15 posts, however many you want to do on social media. And I want you to check and quiz yourself to see if that's somebody who you want to partner with. There's a saying that goes around and it says that you will attract who you are. And if you're not attracting the right people into your business, then that means that there's something on you and that there's time to change who you are so that you can start attracting the right people. Your brain is only going to take you to talk to reach out to the people at the level of where you are. So if you want to increase and you want to sign a runner, somebody who is freaking amazing, then it's time for you to be freaking amazing too. I'm just being real. And that comes not only in business, but in relationships. It comes in everything. You will attract who you are, where you are. So if you want to attract better people, then you're gonna have to change yourself first. Okay. So I want you guys to do a quick test for me and just write this down on your notes on the side. And that's to really check to evaluate how much time you're spending on your dream, on your business, on this journey that you're on. So how do you do that? Every 15 minutes, I want you to write down what you just did. Every 15 minutes that you're awake, when you wake up, if you have to set alarms just to see where you are, every 15 minutes, I want you to write down what you did during those last 15 minutes. That was really hard for me because I'm all over the place. I work this business from home. So I was able to really see. I thought I was working my business 4 hours a day, but I wasn't. I was only working this business about 2 hours a day. That was when I was focused. So I know for me, because I work this business full time, that was a huge slap in the face for me. So I can only imagine what it would be like for somebody who is working a full-time job. All right. So every 15 minutes, write that down. Write to see what it is that you're doing. Why? Because most people, whenever they join this company, they say or whenever they're thinking about joining this company, they say that they don't have time. Excuse me. They say that they don't have time to work this business. And in essence, we have a whole lot of time. We're just wasting a whole lot of it. So I want you to do that Facebook check. And I also want you to do that 15-minute increment drill to see how you're spending your time. Okay. The second thing in marketing is to make things as easy as possible. There's a favorite line that I like to use whenever I'm talking to people and I'm working on selling the deal. I automatically ask them, hey, do you want to go to my website or do you want me to do it for you? Which way is easier for you? Okay. You want to make things as easy as possible. You want your website to be as easy as possible. You want it to be something that's catchy. I recommend sticking your website on pictures since we're not allowed to post things on Facebook. Or our links on Facebook, and there is a nugget about that too, and now I understand it, but you want to make things as easy as possible. So back in the day, Facebook stopped allowing us to post our links on Facebook. A lot of people were upset about it, myself included, but now I get it because clicking on a link is not easy. You want people to be able to just see what it is that they need and have all their questions answered and be done with it. Now you can do that over the phone. You can do that in a message. You can do that however it may be, but just super simple as possible. And I've talked to my team about ways to draw people closer to you so that you don't have to do everything in a message. But if you have questions about that, then just send me an email or post it in the comments or whatever, and I'll get it answered for you. But you definitely want to make things as easy as possible because people are avoiding hard, okay? Remember, 95% of people who even start a business will fail, and that's coming up in the next couple of minutes, okay? The last thing under Marketing 101 is that when you're talking to loyal customers, or you're talking to potential distributors, people who want to be a part of your organization, you want to identify the bigger problem. When people tell you no, you need to be able to know why. You need to ask them questions so that you can give them a solution. Our company is set up for people who have problems with any and everything. We have a product for any and everybody. We have a business opportunity that's as simple as I don't know what, but people end up complicating it. So you want to be able to be a solution focused solver, okay? You want to be able to ask questions, identify the problem, and eliminate it for them, because people, not only in network marketing and in business, but I remember doing this as a therapist as well. That's why we dig as therapists, to find out the underlying problem. And if you don't know the underlying problem, it's gonna look like hanging fruit on a tree, whereas there's really something that's deep rooted that you want to be able to nip in the bud so that they can produce a positive harvest, okay? So the symptoms on the outside, like I don't have time, I don't have the money, I don't have this, or I don't have that, those are just like apples on a tree, things that you can see, things that are visual, that let you know that there's a problem. I mean, like, stop and think about it. If there was an apple tree outside, you would be able to pop that open and be like, okay, this apple is rotten, I don't want to eat that, and you'll toss it. But what happens is that apple came from something that was so deep rooted. So you want to be able to find out what the root problem is so that you can give a solution for it, and then give them an opportunity to make a decision if they want to move forward or not, okay? But it also helps you move forward knowing when to reach back out to them, if you should reach back out to them, and if you want them to be a part of your organization. The third thing are some quick bullets, and I want to tell you 6 big problems that don't go addressed, okay? And here they are. I'm going to go fast, but you can always take notes. And this is in reference to the distributor side. You know how I just got it done talking about those bad apples? Those are more geared towards loyal customers as well, because you want to be able to have a residual income. You want to be able to help loyal customers reach their ideal goal weight. You want to be able to help loyal customers fix their problems, okay? So here are 6 things that are specifically for distributors, okay? So here are the 6 problems. The first problem is that people confuse marketing with doing, okay? Remember, I said set your business up on autopilot. That doesn't mean that you're working your business. This is an action company, so you have to be doing something. Setting that up on autopilot just helps you generate leads. It's going to be up to us in order to follow up with those leads, to send out messages to those people who have liked our posts, commented, or has said something. That's the doing part. So do not mix training, watching this video, training your own teams, participating in Zooms, any of that kind of stuff. Posting on Facebook. Don't mix or don't confuse any of that stuff with actually doing what we're called to do, with actually growing your business, okay? These are pieces of it, but that's not actually doing anything for you to help grow your business, okay? We have a whole list of income producing activities that you can use on our team page under files that you could be doing in order to generate more leads, to close more deals, to build your income, to get a bigger paycheck, okay? The second thing is that people try to know everything before they do anything. I talked to one of my business partners earlier this week, and it was so funny. And she's older than me. I love her. I admire her. So sometimes it's hard for me to talk to her about stuff because I value her opinion so much. But in essence, I'm her leader. I'm the expert when it comes to this because I know more than her in this area. So we talked about that on the Zoom earlier this week. If you don't consider yourself to be an expert, then you're not. But if you consider yourself to be, then you are. Okay? So, considering that I'm the expert, I have to tell her how I feel about that. And the second problem that doesn't go addressed is that people try to know everything before they do anything. So I want you guys to consider this. Anybody ever studied Spanish before? What's the easiest way to learn a different language? It's probably to just get dropped in and immersed, right? I think when people join ItWorks, they want to know everything, and that's not how we get paid here. This is an action company. It's not a learning company. It's not a scientific company for you to understand everything. This is just like learning Spanish. You just jump in and you learn as you go. So I don't want anybody to make the mistake of sitting down to read the textbook before applying anything. That's exactly why when we are in school or in college or whatever, you read a section and then you take a test for it. At ItWorks, you follow the steps to success, you go through trial and error, and then your reward at the end of it is your paycheck, okay? So don't get so caught up in reading the book that you forget to practice and speak the language. So number 2, again, is people try to know everything before they start to do anything, and that's not a good thing. The third problem is that people try to do everything by themselves. Yo, this is a team, okay? If you have questions, reach out to people. The person who signed you up is waiting for you to call them so that they can help you answer questions. I know for myself, I try to reach out to people, but I don't know what you don't know. Only you know what you don't know. So ask for help. That's why we're here. If somebody doesn't answer the phone, or if you don't like the way that person looks, or if you don't like that person's hair, hashtag, whatever the reason is that you did not reach out to that person, post it on the team page or get your answers. Like, you're not going to be successful in this business. By yourself. You are going to need help. So don't ever feel like you're by yourself. We're always here. If it's not me and you got issue with me, then cool. Then message somebody else. Like, that's why all of your sideline sisters are there. All right? Sisters and brothers. So, let me see. People give up too soon. That one's kind of self-explanatory. That's one of the problems that we run into that don't get addressed. People just kind of back off. And you know what? I'm one of those people that if they just back off, then cool. I look at this business very similar to how I looked at relationships before I got married to my husband. I can only give you what you're giving to me. If you're calling me, cool, I'm going to call you. If you're posting, cool, I'm a high five and I'm going to post on your stuff too. If you are asking questions, cool, I'm going to call you and check up on you. But people give up way too soon. And I'm sorry, in this company, in this business, considering that 95% of the people are going to fail and fall off because of these reasons, you have got to protect yourself. You've got to protect your spirit, because you're going to be pouring into a whole lot of people. That means that you need to be filling yourself up as well. You got to protect your mind and not think bad thoughts, because whatever you think is going to be translated to the person who you're talking to, and it's going to be translated into your everyday life. You just got to be careful, even with your mouth. You got to be careful about what you're saying about yourself. I don't know who I said this to, if I said this during a Zoom meeting, but every single time you say I am something or I am whatever, you're sending an invitation into the world to invite that thing in. So if you say I am happy, cool. Your word, life and death lies in the power of the tongue, period. So if you are saying I am something, then that is going to come to you. So I strongly encourage you to say I'm a leader, I'm an expert, I'm happy, I'm doing good in my business, I'm all of the above, just positive things to make sure that you're attracting the right energy into your life. Because when you say, I'm tired, I'm fat, I'm hungry, well, I'm always hungry. That's different, pregnant or not. But anyways, whenever you say negative things, like those things are going to come back into your life, and I guarantee it. So fix your brain, fix your spirit, fix your mouth, and I promise you, you will be way more successful. What else? People also get overwhelmed, and that's exactly why I gave you guys that first tip in not only marketing 101, but also stopping to do minimum wage activities, because when you're not consumed with those things, you won't be as overwhelmed. And number 6, in the 6 big problems that don't go addressed, is that people do things that don't make a difference. All right. We talked a little bit about that as well. You want to be doing income producing activities. You don't just want to be inspiring people all day. You don't just want to be posting about product all day. You don't want to be a weirdo. Okay. Like, don't let this business change who you are. Okay. Don't be a weirdo and start going into, oh my God, you need to try this because my business just went boom in like 0.5 seconds. Like, that's not what it's about. People want to see the truth. They want to see that you sold a wrap and that $25 hanging around in your purse just paid for your lunch at Chick-fil-A. Okay. People want to see your progression. They don't want or care to believe that you're this big income mogul overnight. Okay. Just be yourself. Stop being a weirdo. And stop doing things that don't make a difference. Okay. There is somebody out there that needs to see that you can make $25 in 45 minutes or less, because that $25 just may feed their family. Okay. There are people who start off at the distributor level that I can't reach anymore. Like, I'm not sure, but I've had people say to me, like, you don't know what it's like to work a full-time job. And I do. I know what it's like to work a full-time job. I'm out of that arena, but I can't. To me, like, it's hard for me to even reach somebody like that, because they already see me as somebody who already has a fabulous life. And it's not necessarily, it's good. It's a blessing, but it's not like, I don't know what it is that they've created in their hands. But needless to say, people need to see people who are making $25. People need to see people who are making $300. People need to see people who are making $500, so on and so forth. There are people out there who need to see that, hey, it's possible to make $8,000 from home every month. There are people who need to see you. You are important. Your journey is important. So don't ever forget that. All right. Let me go real quick because it's almost 30 minutes and I want to go through this super duper quick and I don't want to waste your time. I hope that this stuff has been helpful for you. Number 4 is 7 reasons why 95% of people fail in business, period. And I'll just give it to you. It's insufficient knowledge. Insufficient knowledge. So my nugget for that is to undersell the company in order to get big results. When I say undersell, I tell people, hey, this business is hard and it's not for everybody. And I know that I used to be the person, and I'm sure that there's somebody watching this video who is doing the same thing. They're probably telling, oh, it's super easy. Like, you just follow 3 steps, or you just follow 3 simple steps every month. And it is simple, but you need to make sure that you let people know, hey, it's 3 simple steps, but you can get totally confused if you're not connected to the team page, or if you're not working this business every day. Like, you need to be real with people. Okay. The second one under these 7 reasons why 95% of people fail in business is insufficient training. That's why I'm here. I set up this time to be training with my team. So I'm going to show up and I'm going to give this training to them. I don't want anybody to fall off because of me, because remember, there's somebody that's out there waiting not to partner with you. There's somebody out there waiting not to buy your products. And I'm convinced that even on this side, once you're already in, there's somebody out there waiting to use you as an excuse as to why they quit their business, because they don't want to take take accountability and responsibility. So anybody who I personally sign up, it ain't gonna be because of me, boo. It's gonna be straight up because of you, and you quit on your own. All right, because I'm giving you these 7 things so that you don't have to use me as an excuse. First one is insufficient knowledge. The second one is insufficient training. The third one is insufficient tools and systems. The company gives us a simple tool to follow those steps to success. This is also another reason why I created a system. If you're not on the Firestarter 30-day launch page, then shame on you. You should be following that thing so that you can do something every single day. That is a system that you can recreate and implement and give to the people who you sign up as well. The fourth one is insufficient outsourcing. And that means, how are you spending your time? How are you outsourcing yourself? How are you promoting your business outside of just marketing on Facebook? Are you blitzing? Are you rapping? Are you repeating? Are you hosting parties? Are you launching your business partners' parties? Are you leading by example? There's a lot of things that fall into that, but how are you outsourcing yourself? How are you pouring out what you know? How are you pouring out your expertise to people? Insufficient experience. You have to actually follow before you can start leading. Okay, so that goes back to asking questions, looking for help. Don't assume that you know everything. If you've been doing the same thing over and over and you're producing the same results, I mean, Einstein said it. I don't have to say it, but dude, you're insane. Stop doing that over and over. It's time to grow. It's time to change. It's time to reach out and ask for help. And don't let the idea of insufficient experience ruin and make you a part of that 95% of people who fail in business, period. Insufficient money. We all join to make money, right? What I did not know was that I'm actually supposed to be pouring money back into my business. I think that whenever we see those checks, we get excited about it. We're high-fiving each other. We're like, excited and all that kind of stuff. But there's a piece of that you should be putting back into your business. It's not all income. Think about people who open franchise companies, McDonald's, Starbucks. I mean, all these places, like, they're not making an income in the beginning for a reason. So if you're not feeding a piece of your income back into your business, you will fall into the category of this 95% of people. So I personally started spending an extra $25 a month. Woohoo! And that's by using Cinch Share. And that's how I've been running my business on autopilot. Again, I've set up everything for almost an entire month. All of my online rap parties, all of my posts for my business page, my loyal customer page, my personal page, all that kind of stuff. So what I've been doing is spending time looking for inspirational posts that fit me and my train of thoughts, looking for stuff that's humorous that I can post, looking for It Works Global product pictures, looking for just stuff like that so that I can already have that lined up. And remember, there's 4 things that I personally post about, and you can be creative with your own, and that's your personal, my nails are horrible, y'all. I've been busy. My personal life, whether it's my thoughts or whatever, product and business, inspiration, and what else did I say? Business, products, personal, and inspiration. Okay, those are my 4 categories. You guys can do whatever you want, but that's what I've been doing. And Cinch Share is going to post all that for me. It's about $10 a month. You can also use Hootsuite. That one's free. There's another one called Buffer. You can use whatever you want, but no matter what, I want to encourage you guys to spend more time working your business on autopilot so that you can just follow up with the leads who are liking and commenting on your posts. Okay. And the last one is insufficient accountability. Okay. I often post, what are your goals? what is your income goal? And I'm going way over, so I'm going to shut this down. But insufficient accountability is not holding yourself to a measurement of what you say that you want to accomplish. So at the beginning of every month, I'm going to do my best. What is the goal for the month? How many people do you want to enroll? What do you want your income to look like at the end of the month? Like, what is it? So that we can all hold each other accountable, okay? So what happens is, at the end of the month, if you don't hit your goal, you should have already came up with some kind of consequence for yourself. Before I got pregnant, mine was, I can't go to Chick-fil-A no more. And if anybody knows me, then you know that Chick-fil-A was like my heart, okay? Like honey roasted barbecue sauce and my lemonade was a piece of my life. It's a piece of my soul. And after I got pregnant, I broke down and I was like, well, shoot, I didn't hit the promotion that I wanted. So me and my baby finna eat Chick-fil-A. But I'm actually going to go back to that, okay? Because I don't have no excuse. So from this point forward, no more Chick-fil-A for Deidre, okay? So not only give yourself some accountability by putting it out there, saying what you want to make, but also create a consequence for yourself. And the last thing that I want to leave you with is another thought. Did you know that earning $380,000 a year puts you in the top 1% of income earners in the world? So I want you to think about the people who are in It Works Global right now. Like there's ambassadors who make $30,000 a month, okay? And according to that statistic, it's only $380,000 a year. That's it. In order to be in the top 1%? Like, I'm cool with being in the top 5% of the world. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to be in that top 1%, then dude, your goal is 380K. And like, that's something that's on a whole nother level. All right. I want somebody on my team to be making $380,000 a year. All right. So I thought that number was really cool. I'm not going to go any further. The rest of it was open for questions about stuff anyway. So I'll make sure that I go over that with my team personally. So God bless you. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I'm sorry for coughing like a crazy person. And yeah, I hope that you got something from this. I'm interested to see what you learned. All right. God bless you. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Peace.